Hi guys, I'm Katie and welcome to my channel. So before I get into this video, I am so damp. I've just like trudged back from work in the rain, and if I kind of appear like super fidgety and I don't know, I feel like in this video I'm going to be like moving around a lot, it's because I am in so much pain. You've no idea. I actually talked about this during my reading vlog that I'm filming at the moment, so God knows when that'll actually ever be up. If I suddenly seem like very sort of just like moving a lot and sitting different poses, yeah, it's because I'm in so much pain. So in today's book review, we're going to be talking about The Smoked Thieves by Sally Green. I've seen a really amazing black version of it and I really want it, but I do love my pink edges. Some of you may have watched my reading vlog, which I did on this book, and you will know if you watched it how much I really loved it and how great I thought it was. This book review is gonna be predominantly spoiler, I will not lie, because, well, yeah, because there's just so much to talk about. But this little kind of beginning recap and sort of general summarize will be, like, spoiler free, so it's like totally fine. Okay, so, this book. If you haven't read Half Bad, the trilogy, then seriously, like, you need to. If you have read that, that one comes across a lot more adult, because it's very kind of, like, emotional trauma. There is a lot of torture at the beginning of one book, so it does feel a bit more adult. This one is still adult, but it feels more like it's leaning towards that kind of high fantasy side of things, because, you know, this one is set more with that kind of like medieval feel, whereas Half Bad was very much current times. I need to put the book down, my arm's tired. I've just come back from work. And so basically it is set around 5 different characters, which I loved, because Half Bad was predominantly, it was only one point of view, and it was Nathan, and it was really amazing for me to read a book that was male dominated point of view and other male strong characters. This book we've got a nice mix, so for me it's great to read a Sally Green book where she is looking at females as well as males, and there's also quite like a broad spectrum in age. The youngest is Tash, she's like 13. You've got Charlotte, who's getting off and married before like her 17th or 18th birthday. So you've got a lot of like varying ages within it. Our first character is Catherine. She is Princess, and from her we get our secondary character, who is Ambrose. So Catherine lives in one of these kind of terrifying reigns where, you know, your sole value as princess is that we can sell you off, so like neighbouring countries don't go to war. But I mean, her dad like rules with an iron fist. Like, if someone's family member does something wrong, the whole family has to get together. There's like a public execution. You've got to like denounce that family member. It's proper brutal. Her brothers are just as much bastards as her father is, and basically she is going to be shipped off to have this new life, to go get married. And there is quite a nice moment actually between her and her mum where she's like, you can make this life something so much better. It is a different land from here, you know, it's very misogynistic here, whereas over where she's going to go, you know, women are, there's a bit more, you know, there's a bit more where she can sort of have some leeway. So Ambrose, our secondary character, he is her bodyguard. He ends up having to flee and run for his life, and so that's how he gets his own point of view to beginning with. He's just mentioned via Catherine, and then he gets his own section, and he kind of has like his own sort of family drama and trying to sort of find out secrets as to why his sister died. Our youngest character, Tash, she is a demon hunter. She was plucked from sort of poverty by Gavel. I want to say Gravel, but I think it's Gavel, and I can't be bothered to flick through the book, but I may just keep calling him Gravel. And they hunt demons, and she literally goes into the demon world and she plays his bait. She is the only one who never mixes with other characters. So Catherine and Ambrose already know each other. Tash is like completely separate. She ends up stumbling onto our next set of characters. Next you have March. He is the last of his kind. He lived in like this little mountain like territory that bordered 2 lands of Catherine's father and then Catherine's father's brother, and then they went to war, and basically it was kind of like annihilated, completely sacrificed. And he got raised by Catherine's father's brother's son. God, sorry, I know it's confusing. And he's raised like from a child, and he is actually taught quite well. He kind of does treat him as a friend as well as a servant, but not like a great friend. And he kind of finds out some home truths about the situation, about the role that his prince played in everything that happened, and he kind of turns traitor and decides to go off with this other guy who is like the last of their kind, to find this king's, or prince, because he's not really a king but a prince, his secret bastard son, because his family has died and they're on the hunt to find him before his like advisor does. The final person is, I want to call his name Edyon, that's how I read it. It is Edyon. You will have seen in my previous video, you will have seen me going, how the frig do you say this guy's name? I call it Edyon, and he is basically the son of a traveller. They like have like this big yearly sort of fair thing, and yeah, he basically can't get anywhere because he is a bastard son. So he's actually quite smart, he's just an idiot. He steals quite a lot, he can't help it, he sees something shiny and he steals it. His life really kind of gets completely turned upside down by bumping into Tash's character and coming across March. So for most of the book, March and Edyon are together. Tash kind of stumbles across the two of them and is kind of in and out, but Catherine is completely separate. She is like, she does not meet these people, and the same with Ambrose. So everyone has their connections to each other except for Tash, and it isn't until the end of the very book that they actually all come together, because for a long time I was thinking, God, I don't think they're actually ever going to cross paths, like all 5 of them together, until maybe like a second book. Okay, so that is like the general summary of things. So plot wise, it's actually kind of hard when you're reading it to see how everything is going to come together, because, you know, Catherine's got her own thing, which is just, she's just being sent off, that she's going to sort of to marry. She doesn't really get like a main plot, because for her it's just winning these people over so that, you know, they don't see her as a barbarian like her father, and she does it in such style, like, oh my god, like literally it's just a massive slap in the face to her brother every 5 seconds. It's the best thing you've ever read. Like, she finally just gets to come into her home. Like, she should be so meek and so subdued, and she's not. There is a fire there, and like absolutely love her character and how she progresses while she's on like this tour of the country. That's it, before her wedding. She's so just like, you know what, I'm gonna own this and I'm gonna do it. Like, she is amazing. So yeah, she doesn't really like have like a main thing to do with the story until like really close to the end of the book, by her wedding. Ambrose is kind of dealing with one of the main storylines, which is to do with the secrets he's trying to uncover, and then you've got Tash, who is literally just a demon hunter, and just she loses their bottle of smoke and has to get it back. So again, she isn't playing like a major part to what you assume is the plot. And then you've got March and Edyon, and again, that's like a whole separate thing. You know, March is trying to find the bastard son of this prince, and Edyon is just trying to form some semblance of a decent life, because, you know, he gets beaten up like the first few chapters he's like even introduced. Like, literally he's just trying to paste together like some thing. I'm already loving that we've already got our first little gay romance, and I'm loving every second of it. Like, seriously, like everything. Oh, I can't even go into half bad right now because I will just dive off a tangent. So yeah, it's really hard to see how it's all going to intertwine, because the two main stories seem so different, and you're like, how is this going to come together? But it obviously is. And then you've got Tash, and you're like, seriously, how? That is kind of it now for my spoiler-free section, so I'm struggling not to say anything. Please, please pick up this book. It is absolutely amazing. I feel like Sally Green just doesn't get, like, she just doesn't get the recognition she so deserves, and it really bugs me. Whenever I, like, YouTube things, or, like reviews of, like, her books, I hardly found any. I found, like, 5 or something for this. Like, hardly any. So I just really want to spread the love for this author, because she is absolutely amazing. And definitely please pick up Half Bad. If you liked Harry Potter, you will love it. It's just more adult and a little bit more holy crap. So thanks for watching. I've got to say goodbye now, because it is now time for my spoiler section. So I hope you liked this video. Comment and like, that'd be awesome. You can also subscribe and see some more videos. Bye! So, like, spoiler time. The thing that I was struggling not to talk about in this book was the friggin' plot. It was really good, and like I said, there were all these, like, different tangents, and you just can't see how they're gonna come together. Because you're kind of thinking, well, what the hell has, you know, March and Edyon got, you know, this whole bastard prince thing got to do with, like, Catherine's dad trying to invade, and the fact that she's invading the country that she's been sold off to? Like, what is wrong with it? You know, you just think, it has like the dad got syphilis and he's just gone off the deep end, and like, that's why, like, he's doing this, because he's completely lost his marbles. Like, what the hell kind of power play is he pulling? Like, the whole time I was thinking, I have no clue. Like, obviously the demon smoke is gonna have something to do with it, because it's a different kind of demon smoke, but the whole time I was just like, what the hell is Tash gonna have to do? Like, you know, you just think, I can't think of where this is gonna go. And I really loved it. It was so unpredictable, and the storylines just seemed so separate from each other. I was like, I genuinely can't see how they're gonna work. Like, not work, but how it's gonna come together. And I really thought everyone was gonna stay separate till like maybe a second book. I maybe thought maybe some might like end up crossing paths and coming together. I was really disappointed that Tash's companion Gravel died. I really kind of actually wanted to see him having to help the royalty. Just, I kind of expected him to die, because I kind of thought, well, you know, they're not going to have like an extra sick person when it's like the main five. So part of me did kind of think, okay, he like might well die, but maybe like in the second, like I wanted to see him have to, you know, end up helping them and not wanting to. But his sort of sacrifice at the end for Tash was quite, like, it got me. It was really quite nice, because, you know, he does really love her. Speaking of does really love her, the guy Catherine's gonna marry is like, oh my, like freeing her from that engagement to be like, look, after this is done, you don't have to marry me. Like, I love him. I'm getting a good weird vibe off him. I don't want him to die. I feel like if he's gonna die, then let him die in the last one. I don't know. But I really like him. I'm not sure where I stand on the whole her and Ambrose getting a happy ever after, because I kind of like her and this other guy. Like, I don't know. I just have a weird like three-way marriage. That'll be fine. I'll like totally be happy with that. That is every... Oh. Okay, sorry, I am recording for my reading vlog as well, because I've got my phone over there, and I recorded at the very beginning bit and I like stopped it, and I've just looked and I've realised I'm still recording. I don't know how I managed that. That's super annoying, but okay. That is it for this book. Now that's it, like the video is done. I really love this book. This, for me, I'm really glad I picked this actually for my first ever reading vlog. It was a really good book to start with actually, because it's just really strong and it's got so many places it could go. I hate that I have to wait now a year for the next one. That's like crazy disappointing, but hey, if you've read this book and you've read Half Bad, then comment below, tell me your thoughts. You know, let's spread the word about Sally Green, let's spread the love, because her books are just so amazing. If you like this video, then make sure you comment and you give me a like. That would be wonderful, because it's always nice to sort of hear from you. And you know, I've had some really amazing comments and feedback from you guys, and it does literally mean the world to me, especially, you know, when I wake up at like 4 in the morning and whilst I'm getting ready, you know, I have my breakfast at 5 and I'm like, oh my god, lovely things. It's just super nice. And if you're new, then hi, then you feel free to subscribe, and then you can see more of this weirdness of me being a complete idiot apparently. But if you haven't seen my reading vlog of this book, then make sure you check it out, because it's kind of nice to sort of see my first initial thoughts on it. And yeah, so enjoy the... because I've changed my upload date, I still want to like naturally say enjoy your weekend, and because I'm filming on a Saturday, I want to be like enjoy the rest of your weekend, because it's like only like what, 1:30 for me, because I've just gotten back from work. I keep meaning to say I hope you have a good week. It's going to take me for ages, but I hope you have a good week.